Hey everyone, First T here. Thanks for checking out this YouTube channel. Congratulations, Brian Gay, on winning the 2020 Bermuda Championship. Here's his post-win virtual press conference interview.
Yeah, it's obviously great to be back in the winner's circle. It's been a while, long time, 7 years like you said. Was looking forward to coming back to Bermuda, tied for third here last year, so had good feelings and thoughts coming back. And it's a crazy game. You never know what's going to happen. It's been in a pretty long slump since the quarantine, and been working on trying to get things back together, and kind of came together this week.
With the win, you win on a non-FedEx and you also win the weekly Autoresponder birdies. So congratulations on that. Down the green, you said you play golf since COVID. You could just kind of elaborate on that and kind of what pulled you out of that.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was just such a long break off, and just came out really with probably just, I don't know, low energy and not that enthused about it, and we're missing the fans, and it was super quiet and just kind of not much going on out there. I just struggled with it, and struggled with my putting a bunch, which is not normal for me. I'm usually a great putter. So I've been working on that a lot lately, and a couple different things to try to turn things around here. It was great to have the fans out this week. Maybe that just sparked me a little bit to turn things around. Yeah, Kimberly, my wife, was planning on coming here on Wednesday, kind of a couple days after me, and we just decided she decided that it was just not worth the risk, the chance of her testing positive, and then we'd both be probably quarantined for 2 weeks in the room, and I'd missed a couple tournaments, and we'd probably not survive the 14 days locked in a room, not to mention the kids at home. So turned out, obviously it'd be phenomenal if she was here, and the girls and everybody, but get to bring the trophy back.
Great. Okay.
Congratulations there, Brian.
Thank you.
Well done. A couple of simple questions here. Were you hitting pitching wedge on 18 in regulation?
That was a gap wedge,
Yeah.
like 50 degree.
Just hit it as hard as you could?
I had I thought a perfect full number with the wind behind me. So yeah, I told the caddy I think it's just a full one straight at it. It was perfect yardage.
And secondly, I don't know what the leaderboard situation was out there in terms of being able to know if you knew that Wyndham had a 3-shot lead, and if you knew what was going on when you 3-putted 17.
I knew. I think I saw the board around 12-ish, 13, and he was 3 ahead. I didn't know again until we came off 17, and my caddy said I was then 1 behind after I 3-putted, and Wyndham was in the fairway on 17. So I knew on 18 I was 1 back.
All right. Would that have affected how you played or putted on 17 that first one? Because you gave it a pretty good run. You hammered it, Brian.
I did. I had the putt to the back left pin the first or second day, I can't remember, and I left it miserably short. So I knew the putt was really slow, and I didn't want to leave it short. I didn't know where I stood. I didn't hit a good enough 3-wood off the tee, and I was forced to lay up, which was unfortunate. But I made a ton of putts. I putted great. 3-putt there, which stung at the time, but was able to work out.
Excellent. Well done, Brian.
Thank you.
Okay, Kevin Price, PGA back.
Unmute yourself,
So I shouldn't look at them. That's so weird. Oh. Can't hear you.
Kevin, you're still on mute. Actually, you can just come out.
Kevin's having difficulties pushing it.
Mark, you want to ask us questions for him?
He's going to come in out there right now.
No, we get him live.
Sorry.
We get you live now.
Hey, yeah, now we're live. Am I up? Okay. So this course, a couple top threes. What is it about this place that allows you to kind of play your best golf?
You know, I grew up in the South on Bermuda grass. I love Bermuda greens. Living in Florida, the wind doesn't bother me. So, you know, I think it's familiarity with the Bermuda grass. It's not a long golf course. It's a golf course where I get a lot of short clubs, and you can't really overpower the golf course. So it keeps the shorter hitters in the game. Everybody has a chance here.
Is it something like you enter the week and see kind of? Do you feel a little better about your chances just kind of from Monday and Tuesday, just the nature of this course?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the back of your mind. You know, I had good feelings from last year, finishing tied for third, so I was looking forward to coming back. It's not something you want to like think about too much or have, you know, kind of over expectations, but just know that you're in a good place and just do your thing, and you get a chance to play well.
In just 7 years since your last win, kind of speak to the emotion of winning again. Did you ever wonder if you might not win on tour again, kind of along those lines?
I did wonder, like I've been saying since we got done. I've struggled the last few months and been quite miserable on the course at times. Everyone around me kept telling me, "You're still going to win." My wife says, "You're going to win. You're going to do it again." So, you know, just kept at it. It's a crazy game. You never know what's going to happen, and it's really hard to believe right now. But yeah, almost 7.5 years or so. So yeah, it's really pretty cool.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. We'll go now to Brian Wacker. Brian?
Hey, Brian. Congratulations. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Quick questions. You know, you obviously been out here a long time, and going off what you said, I'm wondering if you'd ever win again. I'm wondering, as distance has become more and more important, I guess, in recent years, if you ever felt like that diminished your chances of winning more so now than it would have, 7 years ago or so.
I couldn't quite hear the beginning of that. No, like I was saying, I kept been fighting. I've tried to do some things in my game to being one of the older guys out here, and I've always been a short hitter, short straight, good short game, and the guys are young and hitting it really far. So I've tried to do some things in the gym and some stuff with my swing to get some more distance to try to stay out here longer. I want to stay, past turning 50. Right now, I feel like I still want to play out here, and everyone asks me about, when are you going to the Champions Tour, and I've been trying to just focus on the PGA Tour until I decide to go over there. So it's pretty cool that it happened, and really unexpected.
And then just to follow up the second shot on 18, if you could, maybe just explain the difficulty level of that one in regulation.
Yeah, I got fortunate there. While I was standing on the cart path, which I got a little bit of a break. I got to drop it in a little bit a better lie. The yardage was actually perfect. It was a perfect gap wedge with the wind behind me to the hole, and I just told my caddy I think it's just a full one straight at it, and it turned out to be perfect.
Okay, we get back to Doug Ferguson.
Brian, you talk about the crazy game, which it is, of course, and you probably haven't had time to digest this, but was there ever a point where you thought that going to places like Kapalua, like Augusta, were well past you, and how does it feel to be going back there at your age?
Yeah.
Excuse me, experience.
Experience. Yes. No. No question. It's entered my mind, wondering that I would do it. Like, my wife and family have continued to push me, and caddy and coach and everything, saying, you definitely can still win again. Just you got to keep believing in this game. You never know when it's going to turn around. It's been pretty crappy as of late, but I've been still trying to work hard and turn it around. And sorry to finish the second part of that. Yeah, Kapalua and the Masters was really far from my mind, and but it's phenomenal to start off at Maui and to go to Augusta.
Is it true that some of the guys you beat are as old as your kids?
I'm sure. Yeah, my oldest has just turned 21, so that's pretty crazy. So yeah, a lot of them aren't much older than her.
All right. One last thing, Brian. The club you hit on 15 that took that great hop out of the rough to about 3 or 4 feet.
That was a gap wedge as well, kind of a flyer lie. Just kind of chopped it out and knuckled it up there. Was aiming a little bit right of the pin. It kind of fell right and got a great hop and ran up there.
Was there any other shot that really stood out to you as being critical?
I think on the back nine, the tee shot on 14 was super critical. I hit it in the middle of those trees on the hill on Thursday and had to re-tee, lost ball. And actually looking back, that was huge for me. I started on the back nine Thursday, missed a 6-footer on number 10, my first hole, a few pars, whip it in the woods on 14, re-tee. I then hit it to like 5 feet to say bogey. I could have been sitting, immediately 2 over. And I think I've even thought about that yesterday, that was big, making a 5 there, and kind of kept me going and played good after that. But I think the tee ball with that wind off the left on 14 and getting that a nice 3-wood out there in perfect shape and make a birdie.
What'd you hit him for your second?
9-iron.
Surprised you didn't say gap wedge.
Yeah.
All right. Way to go, Brian. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, looks like we have one last question from Sam Murley. Sam, go ahead.
Hi Brian, congratulations.
Thank you.
Just wanted to touch on everyone keeps saying about your experience. How crucial was that when the pressure really come on? You had that experience before, perhaps Wyndham hasn't. How vital was that, particularly in the playoff, to hold your nerve and to make the shots you need to make?
Yeah, after that long from when, I guess you don't really forget. It's still hard. You're still nervous. I feel like, though, when I get in position, I actually sometimes perform better. I'm more maybe hyper-focused, a little bit more locked in. Even though the nerves are there, I know that I've done it before. And I said to my caddy, just going to the playoff in the cart, I said, let's go birdie this and get out of here. Nothing to lose. Let's go make birdie and win it.
Thanks very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, actually, Brian, we got one more from Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Brian, how would you contextualize where this ranks kind of in your career accomplishments as you look back at the arc of your career?
Boy, that's hard. That's really hard to say. It would definitely be probably the most surprising victory, considering how I've played the last 6 months. It's hard to beat that first one, and it's hard to beat winning by 10 at Harbortown. But they're all special. They're all hard to get, and I treasure every one of them.
And thinking about the game and where it's going, and you see stuff with Bryson, do you think there's still like a place 10, 20 years down the road for your style of game to still succeed on tour, or is it hard to kind of know where it's going?
Well, I certainly hope so. I think it's better when everybody in the field can compete and have a chance to win. It's phenomenal what guys are doing to change their game and to try to find advantages somewhere, on the golf course to try to beat people. And hats off to them for doing the work. And it's a tough game, and we're all trying to do the best we can at it.
Okay, Brian Gay, 2020 Bermuda Championship winner. Brian, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations once again, Brian Gay. What are your thoughts on the 2020 Bermuda Championship? Let me know in the comments section below, and please click on the thumbs up icon if you liked this video. Subscribing to this YouTube channel and sharing the video also helps, and don't forget to click on the notification button for this channel so you won't miss the next First 2 Tee video.